Hey everybody, Michael Snyder, Pacific Northwest Weather Watch. Today is September 7th, and right now we are looking at the mid-level water vapor loop. You can see our trough out over the open water, moving towards the west coast of North America. Monsoon moisture continued to stream back up and across the area as we went through the day yesterday and overnight last night. And then you can see the trough approaching here as we go through the very early morning hours of today. Look, it's still producing quite a bit of lightning out there. This is going to be with us here for the next few days as it slowly treks across the west coast of the USA, cooling us down. And we'll take a look at what is to come as we go through next week and the extended forecast as we go through the video here this morning. I grabbed this one here just outside of Greenwater on Highway 410. There's Mount Rainier right there, and you see the Seattle Metro to the upper left. And look at the amount of lightning strikes that this station recorded yesterday, just absolutely thousands. This is the Tempest Weather Station. If you want one of these, click on the link down below to save 10% off. But yeah, the Mountainside Drive East there was just absolutely ripping yesterday with that thunderstorm activity coming across the area. Look at that, got 6/10 of an inch of rain as well. That'll be beneficial because some of that was falling across the Wildcat fire also. That will help to suppress the fire. No doubt won't put it out just yet. That may not occur until we get to the later fall months and maybe on into early winter, but it's definitely a start and definitely helps. And you can see that lightning activity just across Mount Rainier and just east of the mountain there. Also, didn't get the Seattle Metro. SeaTac did not get one there yesterday, but we had a couple rounds move across some of the south sounds, some thunderstorm activity in the morning and then the afternoon hours. The Washington coast was pretty active, and the Cascades, Oregon, getting some big boomers as well. Eastern Oregon, plentiful lightning strikes up across some portions of Lake Chelan and north central Washington also. So the smoke bog, you can see things are much better here across portions of the Seattle Metro, for example. Still some poor air quality across the Cascades, but that will be improving here over the next few days and as we go through the next week or so. With the troughing around, we're no doubt going to have some improvement across much of the area. So check out the smoke blog. The link is down below. They usually give daily updates. Now, looking at the vertically integrated smoke, you can kind of see how it has improved for Seattle and Portland. Still some smoke being produced out there, but not as bad as it was, and it should be getting better with these troughs rolling through here over the next couple of weeks. Now, this is Pendleton, Oregon, talking about the thunderstorms and showers on into next week, today through Tuesday, and then Wednesday through Saturday. We're going to continue that. More on that here in a moment as I show you what's coming. Now, this is today. Thunderstorm activity cascades off to the east. Probably a little bit of a down day as far as overall thunderstorms are concerned. But tomorrow we're going to bounce back some of this activity. Could be coming up across portions of western Oregon here too as well. I'll show you that here in a moment. Isolated dry thunderstorm potential as we go through the day today is mainly east of the mountains, clipping northeast Oregon, Idaho Panhandle, portions of southwest Montana. Now, 18,000 feet, 500 millibars. This is that trough I showed you out there, that storm system we're dealing with. It's creeping and crawling towards our coastline here, and you can see it as we go on in through the day today. Now we're into Monday morning, approaching the Oregon coast, and it really opens up right across western Oregon and portions of North California there. And there's that trough dug out across the Pacific Northwest. Really going to cool us down as we go through next week. And then what is to come after that? Well, it looks like a transient ridge is trying to build here, but there's also another trough on the way to kind of help us out and keep us cool and bring the onshore flow and not allow this ridge to build and allow us to warm up, which you can still do at this time of year. So that would be beneficial. Hopefully that doesn't change in the model runs. We continue to bring this trough in here and we can continue to squelch some of those fires. Now, composite reflectivity is what the Doppler radar may look like here over the next 60 hours. We go through the day today. There is some thunderstorm potential across the Cascades, north central Washington up into British Columbia, a couple storms across the Cascades, Oregon, eastern Oregon as well. But you notice the coverage isn't too great. However, as we start to go through Monday morning, look at this for Roseburg, Eugene, maybe moving up towards Salem here as we go through the day. On Monday, Oregon Cascades, another pretty good round of thunderstorms, maybe out towards Pendleton there as well. Then some of that activity moving across the Washington Cascades as we go through late Monday night into Tuesday, maybe across eastern Washington. This could be thunderstorm potential as well, moving up across Yakima. There's Moses Lake and Ephrata, Ritzville out there as we go on into the day on Tuesday. You can kind of see the spin in the atmosphere as this upper level low is going to be tracking right across our region. Now, same thing here with the herd. There goes the thunderstorm activity today. Some across the Washington Cascades, eastern Oregon. But as we go through the morning Monday, see some of this blossom up across western Oregon. That could be in the Willamette Valley here tomorrow morning, early afternoon. And then you can see the boomers coming up across the Oregon Cascades and potentially up into the Washington Cascades as we move through the nighttime hours on Monday. Then there we are on Tuesday morning. That's when the model run ends. So Total precipitation in inches. You know, it's something, it's not extremely impressive amounts, and some areas are going to get less than others, kind of hit and miss. But as we go on in through the upcoming 6-day period, we do get some precipitation here. And then we got another system, like I talked about, that next trough, it's going to be trying to bring some more there. But you see the 6-day period, places like Seattle not getting a lot of precipitation, but some areas in the Cascades doing better. Oregon Cascades even a bit better still, in Southwest Oregon, higher terrain, getting some nice rainfall amounts out of this. Now, looking at the extended forecast a little bit here, this is the artificial intelligence, and I've got some fun stuff coming up here, so don't leave just yet. You're going to want to see this. Now, artificial intelligence European model. There's our upper level low swinging through at the trough. Then we try to see how long is this ridge going to hang out. You get a little bit of a transient ridge here. It doesn't look like it lasts too long. The next trough is pretty progressive as we roll through next weekend. Another little transient ridge, but then another trough rolling through here. So that's going to be beneficial. We don't want any ridges to set up and any big offshore flows to help the fires get reestablished here. And we've got time on our side, because as we move through September, October is coming up pretty quick, of course, and as we go through the change in the seasons, we're definitely going to be cooling down enough where we won't have to worry about the fires too much anymore. Now, 15-day precipitation anomaly, still got this look to it here on the artificial intelligence, still showing that below normal over the 15 days. But the European, the regular one, does show a little bit better picture there. Some areas below, some areas above, but a lot of the Cascades above over the next 15 days. The GFS kind of somewhere in between yet again today. Now, the artificial intelligence is kind of showing you the total precipitation in inches over the next 15 days. You can kind of see how that reflects there. So yeah, this is the one that had it pretty dry across western Washington. It's not a lot of precipitation here over the next 15 days, but again, at least it's something. Now, if we look at daily 2-meter max temperatures, you see these warm temperatures still across some of Southwest Oregon. It's not hot by any stretch of the imagination, but there's still some warm temperatures out there east of the mountains as well. We go through Monday, look at the cool down, Tuesday, and by the time we're on into next week, as you can see, we've really cooled things down across the region. So nice, comfortable temperatures out there. Maybe a little bit of a bounce back with that next ridge that moves through Friday, Saturday, but then that next trough should be in here. So yeah, definitely looks like we're done, at least for the time being, and maybe for the season, with the extreme warm temperatures here across the area. It could still happen where we would warm up, but it gets much and much less likely here with each passing day, with each model run that does not show a big ridge and a big heat event. We are dramatically increasing the odds that we'll be done with the big heat waves here across the region. Now, this is something fun. This is the 46-day look here at Stevens Pass. You can see that the snow is starting to show up in the extended forecast as you go through the early portion of October. It starts to show some of that snow flying for Stevens Pass. So it's just something fun to look at in the fantasy forecast run. Just a reminder that the change of seasons will be upon us soon. So do enjoy these days that are in the 70s, because you're going to be pining for them as we go on in through the fall and the winter months. And there's Whistler as well. This is in centimeters there, but you can see the snow scheduled to fall there in the 46-day forecast. Again, that's some portion, some point in early October there. But yeah, so this would be actually September, October. Now, take a look at Bumping Ridge. This is where the Wildcat Fire is here. And here we go, September 7th is where we are now. And then early October does show some of that snow starting to fall there. So that would help to really put out these fires. Now, Seattle-Tacoma International, you can kind of see as you go, of course, through the month of September and then on in through October, those systems start to come in here, and you can see the pretty good model agreement that we're going to start bringing that precipitation back. Of course, it is fall here in the Pacific Northwest. What else would you expect? And here are the temperatures. Look at this trend here. You can kind of see as we go through September, still getting some 70s. Things are still nice. And all of a sudden, before you know it, you're like, oh, where did that warm weather go? And the downward trend is upon us as we're moving through October. So 6 to 10 days, still got that above normal signal here. I wouldn't worry about that too much, as you just saw. 6 to 10 day precipitation. Take that with a grain of salt here as well. The models do not agree on that too much. And the 8 to 14 day is something similar. So yeah, check out the Patreon page if you want to throw some of your hard-earned money the way of the channel also, and I'll try to upload some of these fun videos, and I'll be posting my daily updates here as well. It's been 14 days since I reset my password, so I should be able to sign in here pretty quickly, and eventually I'll be able to go live as well once I can sign in. Still trying to recover fully from that hacking attack back on August 6th. So anyway, hope you guys are enjoying the channel. We'll do this all again tomorrow, and I will talk to you guys then.